Hello there, everybody. And with finishing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2003's first season, we have moved on to season 2 already. And the first season was really good. It followed the Mirage Ninja Turtle comic books and doing it with its own spin and own version of the Turtles. But if you don't know what happened, they fought the Shredder and they defeated Shredder, but Splinter went missing, and so the Turtles basically went to TCRI to find answers until they discovered the people there are Ooptrons or Krang, whatever you want to call them. But during that, they accidentally get teleported into the unknown. But this episode is where we do find out what they've been up to. The Turtles have been teleported to space, an unknown planet, and they encounter the first appearance of the fugitoid. So the fugitoid in this version of the Turtles is very similar to how they met him in the Mirage comics, where after jumping into the TCRI portal, they do go to space, and they do meet the fugitoid. But in the 2012 show, it was the end of the world where the Triceratons took over the planet. But I like how in this version it feels straight out of the space arc for the Mirage comics, and even Fugitoid just is similar to the origins, because back in the day when Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird were doing the Mirage comics, they originally wanted to do the Fugitoid, but they didn't think it was going to be that successful, so that's where they did come up with the Ninja Turtles as a joke, and we know the rest is history. But the Fugitoid is definitely a fascinating character. We actually do learn his origin in this once they do meet the Turtles. They basically get teleported when he's getting apprehended by a bunch of squad teams or whatever, army dudes of the planet. And it basically becomes like a big goose chase for the Turtles in the Fugitoid when they're forced to team up with him. But once they do settle down, we do learn about his origins. But also they go into the sewer area and we see like a turtle version of Master Splinter, and his rats I assume are the Ninja Turtles, and they got purple mask. So, I thought that was wild. But once we do learn the origin of Fugitoid, it's actually really well done. It basically follows Professor Honeycutt. He basically was a scientist who was experimenting on some stuff, but he was getting apprehended by the government of the planet, and they chased after him until he found a robot body, and basically he was struck by lightning, causing him to switch bodies with the robot, and now he's trapped in this robot body, just like in the Mirage comics. But in the 2012 show, it was more of he put his mind in the robot body after dealing with the Triceratons and the black hole generator. I'm comparing, I know, but I could definitely see the similarities. But the whole episode's kind of just the Turtles fighting the various goons. And I do like the scene where Raph takes out the one dude, and they even take out some of the tanks. And it just leads to like a bunch of cool stuff. We see like a bunch of background aliens. I like how we can see the Turtles. They still have to blend in so they don't become fugitives, but they can find a place where they don't have to wear disguises or have to blend in the shadows. Since these Turtles don't wear disguises like the 80s Turtles, they can just be in a world where being a Ninja Turtle is no different from the average alien. But I think we see more of that in we later get into the space arc, or they go to a cantina, which I'll get into. But it does lead on a cliffhanger where after the Turtles do make their next move, we see one of the government people are deciding what to do about the Fugitoid, and it's revealed the mastermind behind this is revealed to be a Triceraton. So this is going to be the first time we do see the Triceratons in this show. And they actually look really good. They actually do look like their comic counterparts. And I do like the CGI Triceratons in the 2012 show. But we get more of that later, these 5 space arcs, since this is a 5-parter. So this episode was definitely really good. It's just like it explores like a different side than the usual shenanigans of the Ninja Turtles. And this is like, I know we got in a space episode before in the 80s show, but this is like the first time we can see the turtles really explore space in a wild way than just exploring the planet of the turtleoids. So it's definitely refreshing since there's a lot of mystery for these next few episodes. So yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I definitely look forward to reviewing the other parts. So that being said, thanks for watching, and Turtle Power!